Welcome to the podcast that brings you raw and original takes on a wide range of sports and entertainment. It's your boy Henny Drake.
It's John.
And this is
The Pham Perspective.
Now, we don't got all the facts,
Nope.
but we all going to keep it 100 with everything that we do have.
1-0-0. Happy to be back in the lab. You know what I mean?
Back in the lab.
Back in the lab for real, you know.
Under weird circumstances.
Yeah. I mean, you know, step by step, but absolutely, you know, first day back basically on some, you know, we got to get into some real topics, you know what I mean?
Some real stuff. I know just, you know, we talk about the sports and entertainment, and we might get to that, but we got other things to talk about. We got to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
I said, like, when we started this podcast, we kind of like, we volunteered to give our voice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we
Right.
introduce people into our conversation to hear us. So whoever listening is good to say good things and powerful and important things. Talk about important things when they happening.
Absolutely.
Especially this time in history and all that. Man.
Absolutely. You got to, you know, like you said, we got to, you know, we volunteered, like you said, and we giving the people, you know what I mean, the information that they need, you know what I'm saying, in the proper way, you know what I'm saying, and still our perspective at the end of the day too, but definitely feed y'all the news that y'all need.
Right.
More than sports and entertainment.
So I wanted to start this podcast by first dedicating this episode 28, to Trayvon Martin, Malcolm Brown, Philando Castile, Sandra Bland, Tamir Rice, Breonna Taylor, Eric Gardner, and of course George Floyd. Now it's a whole bunch of other names that I just wrote this real quick.
Yeah, Abdullah, Arbery Abdullah,
Ahmaud Arbery, a bunch of other names out there.
Right. It's a bunch.
The list goes on and on, which is why I feel like we could skip the sports for today for the most part.
Yeah.
And focus on the much bigger issue at hand.
Absolutely.
What we are going to discuss in many ways translates into the sports world as well, if you want to take it as far as Dak's contract. You know what I'm saying? How all these white quarterbacks been getting paid and Dak's still waiting, trying to get what he deserved.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And we all know why.
Absolutely. We do.
In the real world, it's about blacks being treated outrageously unfairly for far too long. I personally take this serious because being Puerto Rican, I understand Africa runs through our blood as well. And if we are to turn a blind eye, it will be counterproductive to our culture as a whole. George Floyd was murdered by a white cop, the latest black man to be taken away from his family without hopes to ever see them again. As I read those names in the beginning, understand that that's a very small fraction of similar incidences. The world has awoken. There have been many protests and riots across not only the country, but across the globe. Our people are in pain. Our people are fighting our bullies. It may cause some irreparable damage. We understand. But let me say, anyone telling our people to stop, you're only adding to the problem. You got to sit back and understand that being peaceful, talking, trying to hear the other side is what has them so comfortable doing what they have been continuing to do. When they say be quiet, y'all shut up. When they say you can't, you won't. They kill, they brutalize, and we forgive them. Nah. We got to keep that foot on their neck. With all respects to Mr. Floyd, of course. See, for the people begging rioters to stop, they fighting for you. Your kids, your grandkids. One reminder I could give is Dr. King. See, Dr. King is known throughout as the peaceful activist. We respect Dr. King, you know. We definitely pay respects to Dr. King.
Mm-hmm.
The peaceful leader, and that's why we love him. What we seem to forget is that the Civil Rights Act was not passed until 6 days after Dr. King was killed by the government. I think that's a proven fact, too. After 6 days of riots across over 100 cities around this nation, that is when the Civil Rights Act passed. So you can talk all you want and come to a verbal agreement, But once everybody leaves that table, people have their own agendas. We have to fight. We have to continue to fight. Because to be real, if they're not gonna make it equal for all of us, citizens and police, I wanna make sure, like, cause I know it's good cops, so I'm gonna include them. And we just saying hold them accountable at the end of the day.
Right.
But if they're not gonna make it equal for all of us, then I'd rather, at least try to take that power away from them. It will get ugly, maybe. Hopefully it don't. But no justice, no peace. And that's fam, at least for me.
Yeah, preach. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, everybody got their fan perspective, you know what I'm saying? Their perspective on the things and stuff that is going on, you know what I mean? You hit a lot of good topics and good points, and you know what I mean, and what you said, you know what I mean? I agree with 99% of what you said, you know what I mean? Probably 100. You know what I mean? We this far, we might as well just keep on, like you said, you know what I mean? Keep the pressure on them and fight for what's yours, you know what I'm saying? And fight for the respect that we deserve, you know what I'm saying? For years. 'Cause like you said, we, in our own work, you know what I mean? There's people that's, you know what I mean, that's white, you know what I mean, that get way better opportunities than we did. And that's in life in general, you know what I mean? School, you might have the same grade point average as the same person, but that person got way more respect and probably in the newspaper and everything, while little Andre just got a 4.0 and that was it. Your parents and your family knew, but that was it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it's we gotta just, you know what I mean, do our part. Everybody gotta do their part. Everybody isn't gonna protest. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody just ain't gonna protest. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a protest person, but I thought about it going out there.
Yeah, I wanted to, spit out, not to cut you off, but I wanted to say that too, because I wasn't out on the field.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I know when push comes to shove, I'm gonna be ready.
Right. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And I felt that, you know what I'm saying? I even had a discussion with the wife, you know what I mean? But I was like, you know what? I watch from the sidelines, but I'm gonna do my part, you know what I'm saying? And other ways that I can, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I try to do with the page, just try to keep people informed, or just like they said, you talk to people that, you know what I mean, that ain't fighting our fight, you know what I'm saying? And acknowledge them and give them knowledge that they need to understand that being a colored person, because we're all in this together, you know what I'm saying? We're not black, but I get treated the same way as a black person.
Yeah.
You as well, you know what I'm saying? All colored people get, treated differently. It's a proven fact, you know what I'm saying? Like, any white person will tell you that. Any black person will tell you that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just 100% facts on that. You know what I mean? The only thing is I just say is it's cool. Like, we're going to tear some shit up. All pun intended.
Yeah, I know
that's
where
cool.
you're going, and I agree.
That's cool. We're going to tear shit up, but we can't tear our shit up. That's my key on that. You know what I'm saying? That's my perspective on that. Like, we can't tear our shit up that we worked hard for. That people that tear shit up, they went to that store the day before or that morning, to get something for their moms, for their kids, for something, and then you go that evening and tear shit up. That's just the only thing I don't like. But I understand we're gonna flip some cars.
Right. To be clear, we not supporting no opportunists.
Right.
The people that's doing it for a cause, that the people that's doing it peacefully too, and they still getting tear gas and stuff.
Right.
Like that's what it's for. Because, like, my point just. Like, obviously, everything can be executed better.
Absolutely.
Everything in life.
Everything.
You're going to learn, even if you do it right, you're going to learn how to do it better the next time you do it.
Right.
But in some cases, man, you just got to let it ride out. Because, like, if you look back at our history, it's always been a fight for a change.
Right.
You look how we became independent as a country.
Right.
It was a war.
Right.
How we came independent from this, like, we broke slavery. We had to fight. We had to fight like this.
Absolutely. And
you know what I'm saying?
And like you said, when you don't mean to cut you off, but like same thing like slavery, like, we outnumbered them. So we got to use this time and this power that we had, because we had the power at the moment. We had the power. We got to use this and start with your own community. Vote for the city council.
Mm-hmm.
Vote for your teachers. Vote for your mayor of that, and then go and keep on pursuing to the bigger picture. Because in the in the United States, because we have the power, man. As we shown right now, and everyone, especially now that, like you said, everyone is fighting with us. You know what I'm saying? It's our fight now. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's our fight. And I'm happy to see that everyone is coming together in that aspect. And I don't like the people that are just taking the opportunities to go tear some shit up because they got other agendas. And that's what make it look bad in general. Just like you're saying with cops. All cops ain't bad. You know what I'm saying?
But this is the thing I want to get to. I think it's an overall team problem in the world right now.
Yeah.
It's too many teams. I was talking to somebody and I was saying this country is supposed to be the United States.
Right.
Yet we got a competition to be president.
Right.
With two teams at the end of the day.
Right.
It shouldn't be a competition. It should be just who's the best, period.
Right. I agree.
But the same thing with just everything is turned into a team game in this.
All right, but that's why I said you got to start with your own community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because as it showed the last time, you know what I'm saying, we outvoted that person,
and he still won.
You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy how it is, but that's just the truth in that. You know what I'm saying? We have the numbers, but we got to show out more. And the people that didn't see, now they see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They can see it for themselves. Like, okay, now we understand.
Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody has to pay attention to who is running everything. You got to pay attention to. That's what I'm saying. Forget the team stuff. Just who gonna do best for the country.
Right.
Who you feel about? But besides that, you don't really want to pay all your attention to Top Dog because just out of anybody's history, when has the president personally gave you something personally? You know what I'm saying? Right. The local stuff, the local people you vote for, those are the people that you're gonna be able to talk to face to face if you have to.
Right. And that's
those are the people you're gonna have to be able to call when you got a problem. Right. Shout out.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out R.I.P. Noodles. His son Jesse is in the Senate. He part of all that in I think the Capitol in Albany. So that's who we need to be contacting type. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's the type of people any way we could get in, we got to make sure we get our people in that office.
You got to. And like I said, it's who you want. You know what I'm saying? Don't let somebody, you know what I mean, persuade you to do. You do your research. You do your own research. Don't piggyback off somebody else. Do your own research, man. And do what's best. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, don't just piggyback on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to make the decision. You got to live with that yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I said we got to do better. And that's why I said we got to start with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? That's what woke me up. I'm going to go vote for everything that we need in this thing, especially in Rochester, New York. Like, our school system is trash. It's trash. You know what I'm saying? And
every school system is trash. Yeah, on the real, it got to be updated.
Right. But when I'm
it's been updating, but the basic stuff, like the core effort, it has got to change because it's got to adapt with times.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Start local. Start with your own local stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that just woke me up more. You know what I'm saying? When my son about to be 1 and him just coming up in this world right now, like, you know, we thinking about 5 years from now, 10 years from now, forming for education and for shit, just the world that's coming on right now. How about having that conversation, you know what I'm saying, with my son if this shit happened 5 or 10 years from now? You know what I'm saying? That's why we got to do our best, you know what I'm saying, to dig in to what's been going on for years, you know what I'm saying? From our parents' lifetime and our grandparents, you know what I'm saying, and their grandparents, our ancestors.
We don't want to continue telling this story.
Right.
And that's why it's blown up so much. Across like I said, across the globe. They protesting in China about this, about my guy right here.
Right. Exactly. That's
shout out to Steven Jackson too. You know, shout out to all the Smoke podcasts and all that. Shout out Black-owned businesses, you feel me?
Facts. That's what you got to do. You got to support your own. And that's why I was having a conversation. Like, we got to start, you know what I'm saying? Like, today was the blackout.
Today is Tuesday. By the way, we're recording on the Tuesday. Right. Today was a blackout on Instagram.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? When we was having the discussion, I was just telling, like, yeah, you know, we got to support ourselves, you know what I'm saying? In everything, in apparel, in grocery stores.
We got to do a permanent blackout.
We got to, exactly. And that's what some of the people were saying. Like, listen, we got to start, you know what I'm saying? Invest in your people. You know what I mean? Spend money with your people. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the people that's going to invest in you. And that's why I was talking about people tearing shit up. You can't tear your shit up. It's your community and that's your people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we understand the mistakes we make.
Right.
And that's why I'm not at all condoning the opportunities, because it was people out there.
It's a bunch of opportunities.
Stopping in the street. Oh, they in there? I'm going to go get me something too.
Right.
That ain't what it's for, yo.
That ain't what it's exactly. That ain't what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's what my thing. And if you see somebody, say if a store owners out there and be like, leave them alone.
Word, yo.
If somebody, you know what I'm saying, you don't know how long they had that mom and pop store for 50 years.
And if
that's what they live on.
If he from Clinton, he gonna bust some shots.
Right. But I'm just saying, just in general though, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that. Once you see somebody, you know what I'm saying, person could be 80 years old, or you know, that's his mom's or his great granddad, and he inherited, and you want to tear that shit up. You know what I'm saying? People say insurance. That's cool for the bigger stores, but for the mom and pops, half of that, you know, they thugging it in general. You know what I'm saying? They go to New York or they go to over here and get it for a bargain, and they sell it for a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Because that's they hustle. That's how they got to make it. They mom and pops. That's why it's mom and pops. You know what I'm saying? You got to make your bread. So that's what we got to just stay away from that. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone none of the violence, but we did need to tear some shit up just to let that frustration out. Just like they make it smash rooms.
And they still
now.
doing it.
Right. Just like they made smash rooms now to let go of that frustration. We got to smash some things.
Right. So it's obvious.
It's cool.
Like,
it's cool.
Like I was in the conversation with one of our family members, and I posted about Black Wall Street. It's because see what I read in the beginning of the podcast, it was just on my mind, and I be having stuff on my mind. I'm not a big social media guy. Like I'm on social media, but as far as expressing myself, this is the most I'm expressing myself on this podcast. Right. Like this is when
you let go.
Well, yeah, basically.
You let go, you're a little loose. Like I said, we get comfortable as podcast as episodes go. And you know what I'm saying? I'm the same way too. You know what I'm saying?
So I watch a lot of YouTube. You know, you can learn a lot from YouTube if you looking up the right stuff.
Learn anything.
If you're looking up the right stuff, you can learn a lot from YouTube.
Absolutely.
But so I watch a lot of YouTube and all that, and it was just on my mind, and I'm like, yo, all these people, I know they protesting, and I see so many people. Oh, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop destroying stuff. Y'all need to stop all this. And like I said in the beginning, it's like that's a part of the problem. We can't be listening to them when they say stop, because that's what they like. And so I started talking about Black Wall Street. I just let it out. I felt like I needed to teach some people, like, yo, Black Wall Street, right? In 1921, a black man was accused. And this ties into today too. All of it ties into today. A black man was accused of attempting to rape a white woman. I don't condone that at all.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it was attempting. I mean, he ain't do it.
Right.
The white people went and burned down 35 blocks of Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street was Tulsa, Oklahoma. A businessman. He was a wealthy man. He bought like 40 acres of land, and he made sure I'm gonna only sell to my people, black people. And they started off with, I think, a grocery store, a barbershop, and one more thing. I forgot what the other one was, but it eventually grew, and they was growing. They was getting chicken, like they was people.
Just like
movie
I'm saying,
theater, hospital. They had their own community.
That's what I'm saying.
These white people. That's what they was. That's why it connects so much, because that's what they was doing. That's what we've been building up in 2020. All black businesses was about to blow up in 2020. They shut us down. I'm telling you, son, it's probably a plan, yo. But Black Wall Street, they burnt down 35, over 6,000 people homeless, 35 blocks of property. Just they knew they was black. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And all of that. We went to Washington. We went to the Black History Museum. Emmett Till, a white woman, lying on him. Lady with the dog in Central Park.
Right.
That black man could have died that day.
Facts. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Crying wolf. Saying just lying. Just
no, but
because they know somebody gonna come. Somebody told me, it might have been a video, to look up the origin of the police. They said it don't look good. All this stuff, yo, is so weird.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. Just from personal experience, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's been more bad than good. You know what I'm saying? As far as just encounters with the police. You know what I'm saying? Because just like this, not all bad police, not all bad people. You know what I'm saying? And they come at you like aggressive. I think, but I know they trained to like come at you a certain way, but they come at you aggressive. Like you already did something.
You ever had a weird experience with police?
Yeah, I had a couple.
Let me get one, cause I got one too.
Yeah, well, I got one where, let me see. All right, so boom, just got my shit. I was 16, so I ain't had no driver's permit. No. I mean, no license yet. You know, I'm cutting the streets. I ain't gonna act like I was the nicest guy or the cleanest guy. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just riding my car up and down the street. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth. Boom. This when they started doing the fucking loudspeaker shit, like loud music. I ain't had no fucking system. Mm-hmm. I play my music loud, but I ain't no system.
Right.
But they see a green car coming back and forth. You know, my skin color. You know what I'm saying? So they pull a nigga over for no reason. Basically, talking about my music. So they frisk the car, do what they got to do. Boom, boom, boom. I ain't had no license or whatever, but they still gave me. They checked everything. I'm talking about everything. And shit, I wasn't pretty. You know what I'm saying? I was around the corner from the house. Like I live around the corner. Like what y'all fuck on me for?
Right, it's just obvious type stuff, right?
Yeah, it's just stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? And then one other time, I'm with somebody. I ain't gonna say their name, but we chilling. They go to the store, come out. Cops just come out everywhere. Boom, boom, Ron, you in the woo. What's in the bag? This, that, and the third. Now I had to open my bag. They like, all right, what's in that bag? I just picked up a prescription for somebody. I'm like, it's a fucking prescription. Like, everything clean, everything. All right, cool. Y'all good. And just went away.
Damn.
Nothing else. Just, they ain't for nothing.
That's what I've been noticing lately, too. All these videos of people getting arrested. When the last time you heard some Miranda rights read? When the last time you heard you had a right to remain silent?
Right. Like I said, man. Mainly all my experiences been bad as far as like vocal and
just weirdness. Like, why you messing
weird.
with me?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Just weird. Cause like all the time, my shit clean. I got my own insurance. Got my license is good. I'm straight. Here you go. Get on my shit. Why you pull me over?
Exactly.
What's that? Like one time they pulled me over. Boom. What's this? Like what? That's my fucking radio right there. What you pull me over for?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me get your license registration. All right. Boom. Come back with it. What's that? Boom. Where you going? I'm like, I just came from work. I have my work shirt. All right. Have a good day. They pull off. Boom. I bend the corner. Boom. I pulled another fucking car over.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you picking on people in general. Because that description of that car does not fit the description.
It's just power. Like,
right. They abuse, most of them abuse their power in general. They abuse their power. You know what I'm saying? And
shout out to that black lady who checked that white cop. Because that's exactly what I'm talking about. When people talking about, oh, it's good cops too. Well, them good cops need to check the bad cops. And that's what that black lady did in that video. Some white cop pushed, some lady was on her knees in front of the cop and he pushed her over and some black cop came chasing them down like ready to smack him up.
Yeah. But like I said, a lot of this shit is built-in frustration on both sides now, though. You know what I'm saying? But I work around people and you have to keep your composure. That's what they tell us. Like keeping composure. We have people that curse at me, that get smart or whatever, but I have to keep my composure. Okay, ma'am. Right. We're going to get you there. Oh, sorry, we taking too late. We got to be that way. Now they're there to protect us, so they got to be that same way. Right. And be like, okay, they got to have more. You know what I'm saying? That's how my experience. It was just so weird because I used to live in a bad neighborhood. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a lot of drugs being sold in this neighborhood. Mm-hmm. But I got a pretty nice car for this neighborhood. Right. You know, I was living there for about 8 months. It was cheap. Hey, I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Right. Be my people at the end of the day. You know, it's all my people. Said, so I'm just good people. That's what the fam is about. Shout out to Johnny. He got the fam shirts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's how my experience. So me and my cousin, we living together. We splitting rent. And see, we in a bad neighborhood, but this is what we on. We going to the golf driving range. All the way on the other side of town. We about to get up out the hood to go with the white people, spend some money with the white people
hit some golf balls and all that. Cop just put like 4 cop cars just come down the street. This happened like 3 or 4 times a day. One of them do a U-turn right in the middle of the street. This is a narrow street. It's always backed up traffic. It's all everything. He pull up to my car. We just sitting in the car. We about to pull off. He was, what you doing here? I'm like, what you mean? I live here. like I live right here. He like, for real? Why you live here? I'm like, what you mean? Like the rent low? You know, I ain't making that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, you like, what y'all about to do? We about to go golfing, man. That's all, you know. I'm good at keeping my composure in these situations. I got the person in the passenger seat was he was ready to talk his joint, but you know, I had to keep it calm. Like, man, we about to go to the driving range. Like, all this is like, yo, why did you even mess with me? I put okay, they like, all right, whatever. They who owned this car type junk. I'm like, I own this car. Who on the I'm on the registration. All right, whatever. Y'all good. I pull off. They followed me from, it was probably about, I say a half mile to a mile to the highway. I hit the highway. They followed me all the way to the highway to see where I was going.
Yeah. I got shit. You know what I mean? I can't count how many times I got followed from like, shit, you talk about a block and a half, probably like I got like a couple miles. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, at the same time, I wasn't the, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I was the cleanest person, but you know what I'm saying? At the same time, if you pull me over, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the people I'm affiliated, you might see me in some traffic or something. You know what I'm saying? But
at the end of the day,
you still gotta do your job.
Yeah, but properly. Like, don't be harassing nobody. Like I seen the video talking about dude was like, yo, you harassing me, and the cop was like, no, I'm not. He like, yo, what you mean? Like, how you gonna tell me? Like, you harassing me,
right?
And all that need to change, and that's what this is for. That's what this discussion is for.
Right.
Shout out to everybody peacefully protesting.
Right. Like I said,
shout out to everybody protesting for a cause.
Like I said, it's about change, man. Like I said,
and that's what I was gonna ask you next.
Mm-hmm.
Your perspective. How do this change? I have my own. It's a simple idea, but how does this change? How?
What is this gonna do to change what we got going on?
Just
in general, cause I don't.
What you think we need to do?
I think, like I said, from the get, like this ain't gonna get nowhere. Like to the bigger, like how we want it, cause you ain't like everything need to be voted. That's what I'm talking about, the voting. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. But all them people gonna get accused, you know what I'm saying, which need to be, like I said, the rights need to be equally. If me, you, and Jason, and I kill a nigga, we all kill a nigga. And what I mean by that is we all getting charged with that same charge. You feel me? I got a man that's locked up right now. I was just in the car with a nigga that killed somebody, and he got the same time. You know what I'm saying? And that's what them cops need to be accountable for. And that's what, you know what I'm saying? If we're accountable, they should have the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Same accountability. As far as like killing and stuff like that.
That's what I think the solution is. The solution at the end of the day is all the rioting, all the rioting, all the burning down, everything is gonna stop once the police get charged the same. We're not even asking them to get charged worse. We just asking them to get charged the same the same stuff that we do. And that go for everything. That go for parking tickets. Right. That go for everything.
I was just about to say, I go for everything. I was just about to say the same shit. Like, I go for everything. When a motherfucking, like we had a motherfucking cop get paid leave for doing some drug stuff or whatever. Like we just had like a police sergeant or a fire sergeant. Like treat them like how we gonna treat us.
Right.
We probably got fired. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just want equal rights all across the board.
And that's all it is. We don't want to keep having this conversation.
Right.
And we're going to go to as many depths as we got to go.
Right. And like I said, I ain't the protest type or whatever, but if we needed to protest and I needed to protest and go out there, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep it up. And like I said, we got the platform to spread the knowledge, you know what I'm saying, and to keep on pushing people, you know what I'm saying, and push each other to do better and to go vote and to do everything properly, man, because we got to do it. Like I said, I don't have to have the same conversation, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like with Aubrey, like that just happened 2 months ago,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? White people chasing him down, thought he stole something. That's like me going to a store. Every time I go to the store in a white neighborhood, I get looked at differently, even with my work uniform on.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to hold the door for you, ma'am. You don't gotta look funny to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it just everything just gotta change, you know what I'm saying? And we gotta change, start with ourselves as well. You know what I'm saying? Because they look at somebody, they think we all that way. Just like bad cops. We're gonna think all cops are bad. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, we gotta take this time and reevaluate ourselves and go from there. And like I said, vote, man. We gotta vote and we gotta just keep on pushing ourselves and keep on doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, we did that for Trayvon and all that. And we back to this. We did that for what's the other from I think was it New York or New Jersey? Or he couldn't breathe either.
Oh yeah, New York. No, Eric Gardner.
Eric Gardner, same thing. You know what I'm saying? And then look, we back here again. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to continue this cycle because next cycle could be my uncle, my cousin, my nephew. It could be anybody. So we need to do this, man, for real.
Yeah, and this might sound a little crazy, but this coming from you one generation.
That's your perspective.
I'm thinking of another generation, and cameraman Jason, he thinking of another generation.
Right.
Like, so for my generation, and I want to shout out DC Young Fly because he said something that was real powerful to me, and he kept it all the way real too. And it was kind of like an inspiration of why I had wrote mine. And like I said, it might sound a little crazy, but what he was talking about, he was at the end of the day, we gotta be ready to die about this. If we really want change, we gotta be ready to die about it. And I say that, and I say this is gonna sound crazy because not a lot of people I'm not gonna say that, but it's people out there that don't have the mental capacity to get what I'm about to say. And that just be ready, because it's not like a civil war ain't never happened before. It's been a long time, but it has happened before for the same type of thing. The farmers was dealing with the industry. That's kind of like the corona. They ain't trying to let us outside. They ain't trying to let us run our businesses.
Right.
Black people being brutalized. Back then it was slavery. Here now it's just us, police brutality.
Facts.
Keep saying his name. Hashtag say his name, George Floyd.
Preach.
Black lives matter. We all black at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, you got that damn right. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we just got to do that. We got to do that. You know what I'm saying? And just like you said, willing to risk it all.
Be ready
for anything. But like I said, on the key thing, like I said, you just got to be ready, but you got to be ready for the right cause and against the right people, not against your own people.
Right.
That's the key of all this. Not against your own people, man. You got to do it for the right cause. You use all this energy for the right cause, and we will win all day, 100%. If we do it for the right cause and towards the right people, not against ourselves.
Yep.
If we do it against the right people, because everybody's on our side.
Let's prove.
If you, like you said, like the one quote said, if you're not with us, you're against us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a point of fact. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for generations. You know what I'm saying? Like you said.
Talk about it.
Right. I'm doing this for generations. You know what I'm saying? Not just for me.
Generation.
I make sure this shit is good for the next generation, like we always preach on this podcast. We doing this shit right and building this up for the next people that could take over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the key. And that's what my parents taught me. You know what I'm saying? To lead their destiny, they stamp on it for us to be straight. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to do for everyone under me, for my son, for my nephews, my nieces, for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that they good. You know what I'm saying? And make sure I leave my stamp in this world. You know what I'm saying? Before I get the fuck out of here.
Word. And you know, this conversation ran, I'll probably say not too much longer than I thought it was gonna be.
Nah, you can talk for this forever.
Yeah, we have to talk about this forever. We gotta continue the conversation. Right, like I said, ain't no sports happening anywhere right now, so it ain't really important to talk about sports right now.
It ain't, like I said, it's bigger than sports. Yeah, it's bigger than everything right now.
But at the end of the day, all sports right now is people asking for money.
Facts.
So I ain't really
But
like.
but that's what I'm saying. But that's what put the bigger cause on them right now. And shout out to everyone that's doing their part. Like I put on the page, everyone is doing their part. I don't care if somebody be like, oh, he finally doing something. No, if they doing it, they doing it. It doesn't
Right.
matter if they put them to the cause. Shout out to all the athletes that's stepping up and getting on the field and donating money for people, the right protesters to get, you know what I'm saying, bailed out or whatever they need to do. You know what I'm saying, for people helping the Floyd family. Everybody, like I said, everybody on the front line, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, Steven Jackson. I saw Trade the Truth out there, My Song, like everybody doing their time.
Killer Mike, shout out to Killer Mike.
You know what I'm saying? T.I., you got Jaylen Brown. You got to say it's a bunch of athletes, you know what I'm saying, that's putting their, you know what I'm saying, not just talking about it, you know what I'm saying, and doing it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, everybody ain't marching, but you can donate.
Yeah.
You can use your platform like I try to use ours to educate other people, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're doing your part in some type of way, then we all right. But if you ain't doing shit, don't try to come when this shit get right. Don't try to come and be like, yeah, we did it. No, we ain't do shit, nigga. We did it. You sat over there. And that's the problem too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I talk about the voting. You gotta vote. You gotta do in your community. You know
get
what I'm saying?
Right people. And
gotta build it.
And to add on to that, we gotta get more of our people in that position to vote for them.
That's the key, man.
We gotta get more people in that field, in that lane of learning that and get into that field. And like shout out to AOC. I already know she already got our back. I forgot her first name, but Ocasio-Cortez or something. Mm-hmm. She's in Congress and all that. Okay, she Boricua.
I think I heard. Yeah, I think I heard.
Boricua from the Bronx.
That's the key. What I'm saying? I'm saying that's the key though. We gotta build up our people. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem when I'm talking about spending with our people. People be like, they better go spend something else. Then go vote for your people. Put your people in office. Go spend money with your people. Don't hate on your people. That's our problem. That we get jealous or we hate. Like, I ain't fucking with this nigga. I don't like this nigga. I ain't gonna get this nigga money. No. You know what I'm saying? The bigger picture, man.
And that's what I wanted somebody shot me the idea. I ain't gonna hold you, but it was a good idea. That's so conversation, bro. You know, at the end, you know what I'm saying? Like at some point in each of our show, we gotta shout out a black business that doing their thing out there. You know what I'm saying? Something we can think about. Just every week, every episode, just a black business, whoever it is.
No, we shout out our colored people, whoever's doing proper, whoever's doing something, did something like I do on our page. We just bring it up on our podcast.
Yeah, but we gotta do something local though. Like local
no, we gotta start. Like I said, we gotta start local. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll do that. Absolutely, I agree 1,000%. You know what I'm saying? I agree 1,000%.
Because there's so many people in this pandemic. Because that's what people forgetting too. We still in the middle of a pandemic.
Still in the middle, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And
that's what I'm saying about fucking our shit up.
Yeah, and but people have been innovating and they've been making cakes. You know what I'm saying?
Got to. But you
just selling everything out here, man. They selling everything out here.
But that's what I'm saying. But you can't fuck they shit up. That's what I'm trying to say.
They
trying to do what they do. And people fuck it up. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't fuck up your local people. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, in this pandemic.
That's the big picture. See, I was trying to my bad for cutting you off, but I was trying to explain to somebody that earlier too. Like I don't really like some stuff is just common sense, man.
That's the people. That's the shit that people lack, man. That's the key. That's the key. Common sense. I use that shit all the time. I say a person that have a Harvard conversation, but don't fucking have no common sense at all. At all. I ain't you know what I mean? I ain't the brightest person in the world, but if a motherfucker go to Harvard and common sense, the motherfucker be like, oh, what's this? What's that? It'd be the dumbest shit or the simplest shit. But you gotta have common sense, people. And a lot of people don't have common sense, for real. And that's the crazy part. That's the scary part. Like I said, it's like,
especially the all lives matter people. It's like, duh. Like we know that, man. We know all lives matter. But that ain't important right now because
it ain't.
It's a certain group of people that's being targeted.
It ain't because we got, like I said, we got to start with us.
Yeah,
the black and brown. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're
being
together.
Targeted. Like
I said, everything. Like I said, I told you my experiences, and like I said, people following everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I had that just on the corners. Like I said, I ain't doing the best shit. I ain't gonna lie, but at the same time, it's a proper way to talk to somebody. Yeah, you gotta have that. That's what you pay for. That's in your class. Like you gotta, if you're gonna protect and serve this, we can't call nobody or be like, just call. Like people know officer. Oh, this officer come, he gonna be a dickhead. Yeah, like you can't do that.
And that's what I be trying to explain to people too. It's like it's like these curfews. People not listening. That's the whole point of the protest. That's the whole point of the riots. We not listening to what y'all got to say. We not gonna listen to the curfew. We not shutting up. We not doing none of that. Y'all better listen to us.
That just add fuel to the fire.
Right. We not
like, what you telling me? I've been locked down for niggas.
We want y'all to hear us. We want y'all to listen to us and make some change. We don't want to be told what to do right now.
Right. We just want to say we just want to change. We just want to change and to see it. And like I said, the first thing to start is to charge all of them like they'll charge all of us. Yeah. The same way, like you said, equal.
The same exact way.
You do that and then be like, all right, and pass a law. Stuff gotta get passed, not just for these people.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we can't be quiet, because once we be quiet, they won.
Absolutely.
Because there's gonna be like, okay, they're gonna forget about it now. Right. So until the next.
But that's what I'm saying, right? And that's what you're saying, like, oh, they do. That's what I'm saying. We gotta have the law. Like, we gotta change the law. Gotta change. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like you said with Martin Luther King.
That's why they're going so
Same
hard.
thing. Like, you gotta change. You gotta do the change. You can't just do this and then expect us to go. Hopefully we don't go.
That was another thing that was said. It was like, yeah. And that's why I mentioned Dr. King. Like, yeah, we love him. And we understand that that's a part of the process. We understand that we need a Barack. We need a good talker. We understand we need somebody that know how to relay our message.
Got to.
But right now, we on our Malcolm X. Right now, we got to fight.
Like I'm saying, certain things, like you said, you got to fight for. You got to fight for it. And it could be in all types of ways. You just can't be quiet. That's at the end of the day. You just can't be quiet. You're going to say my name, as we say right there. You know what I'm saying? We're going to hear us. And that's the key. You got to hear us. You got to hear us, man. But just like I said, any job, anything, and people don't talk. They don't talk to their supervisor. Be like, why I didn't get this position? I belong. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to talk and you got to fight your way to there.
Closed mouth don't get fed.
Exactly. And then if you don't get it, guess what? You got to go. And like we said, go for laws, go look for a better job. Shit. Somebody will appreciate you more. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be quiet. It's 2020. Like you said, 2020 vision, 2020 you can't.
We got to keep that vision. I know we done been hit with every obstacle known in the history of everything. We done found aliens. We done
everything.
We got everything. Killer bees that just disappeared out of nowhere too.
Everything, man. Everything in 6 months.
It's been in 6 months.
6 months.
We don't know what's gonna happen in these next 6 months. But for right now,
right.
we gotta survive.
We gotta handle for right now.
And I told that same person, it's in our blood. I know we primal. Go back into ancient history. We done grew up in the jungle. We've been fighting each other. I know fighting is in our blood. So it's not much. It's always gonna be fighting. It's that primal blood. But we gotta adapt. We gotta evolve from that, and we gotta break that chain.
Got to. Like I said, we gotta break it, and we gotta keep on pushing.
I told him like Mother Nature and like human nature, we are survivors though.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we all survive.
And we're gonna find a way, and we're gonna be right at the end of the day.
Right.
But
we'll do it better together.
But it takes the process.
Right. Everything takes a process. Like I tell everyone, everything takes a process. It ain't gonna happen overnight. But guess what? Today we're gonna do this. Tomorrow we're gonna do that till we see something. Till we see progress.
But you gotta force some action.
You gotta keep on. No, you can make it come sooner.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying as far as keep on going, keep on pushing. And that's what we gotta do. We gotta continue this fight. You know what I'm saying? And get these laws changed. And like I said, start with your community as well. And just do better, man. Do better.
And even though y'all gonna see this on Thursday, it is Blackout Tuesday, so we ain't gonna focus too much on promoting ourselves.
Nah, it's about us.
We're just gonna tell you to continue to talk about it.
Right. Continue
to say this man's name and all other names. Man, it's way too many that I don't even want to know how many.
That's a fact.
It shouldn't be anymore either.
Nope.
But let's just end it on that, man. We need change. No justice, no peace. Shout out to all the local activists that's doing it right.
Right.
I see a lot of y'all going hard. I know we had them riots. And we was on the list we wasn't even supposed to be on. They had some big cities and we was on that list.
That's what I'm saying. We don't want to be on certain lists.
I know a few local people. I'm gonna shout out one too. This chick named Ariana Williams, because she from my elementary class.
Shout out to her.
You know what I'm saying? And she was out there, and I seen her on Facebook going in. Like, she was out there cleaning up the next day, bright and early.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I guess she was really, at least it seemed like she was taking action, like taking leadership.
Got to.
So if somehow she gonna hear this, shout out to you.
Shout out to you for real. And like I said, shout out to everybody that, even the people that we don't know their names, and that's gonna get not, like I go back to not get the shine. I'm saying shout out to y'all, you know what I'm saying, to the silent people, you know what I mean? The people behind the scenes that's doing their job. And like I said, you don't gotta be up front, but you gotta definitely spread the word, you know what I'm saying, and do your part, as I say. And I'm gonna leave that like that.
Word. Spread the word.
Spread the word and do your part.
Do your part.
Do your part, baby.
Well, this is the Pham Perspective. And we out.
Peace.